Hello, TikTok. It's that time of day. It's that time of day. It's eyesight 30. Hello, hello. I am Leslie Wright. I am your host for the evening, your hostess with the mostest. Hello, YouTube. How you doing? I'm Leslie Wright. I'm the owner and creator at Bearcat Body Care Essentials. And I am here to talk about eye health and eyesight as I am every night. So about this time around 8:30, I come on TikTok and on YouTube. So if you're not following me on YouTube, you can follow me on YouTube at Bearcat Body, just in case TikTok goes away. If you want to find me, that's where I'll be. Um, but anyway, I'm talking about, eye health and eyesight and the many benefits that DMSO and castor oil hold in store for our eye health and our eyesight. So over 14 months, from the age of 60 to 61, I recovered, so kind of 59, 60, 61. I recovered my eyesight. So I was seeing very poorly. I had floaters in both eyes, cataracts in both eyes, severe in my left eye, and moderate in my right eye. I was wearing 5X readers. I had prescription glasses, and I had an astigmatism. And all of that left me with a very poor eyesight coming into my 60th year of life. And I was told that the majority of it was age-related. And that just sucks as a thought process, much less a diagnosis. And I stumbled upon castor oil and blended castor oil with DMSO, and the two have been a game changer in my eyesight. I have now been glasses free for 8 months. So I was glasses free after 6 months. I really stopped using readers after 3 months. My floaters went away after 2 weeks. And I run my life now with no glasses whatsoever on my face. So no contacts, no glasses at all. And it's absolutely phenomenal. And I have many customers because I took these blends and I bottled them and I made labels and I did the whole 9 yards so that I could bring the benefit of castor oil and DMSO to all of you so that you can all have better eyesight and better eye health. So it's a game changer. It's phenomenal. It works extremely well. And there just are a lot of benefits all the way around. And it's 100% natural. And for the most part, if you're using the blends, the 30, 70, 20, 80, 40, 60, those are just castor oil and DMSO. There's no other ingredients in those jars. And it is what it is. Hang on a second. Okay. Sorry, just got a text. I've had a blessed day. I've been able to talk to, 10 different customers, I think 10 total today, which was absolutely fabulous, and able to pass on some knowledge and information. I signed up another affiliate. Like things have just been clicking. It's been absolutely fantastic and wonderful, and I'm so excited to be here. So I want to answer any questions that anybody has regarding their eyesight and their eye health, anything that's going on. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all of the gifts. I really appreciate you. Last night we got to 40,000 likes. I'd love to get in that same range tonight if that's at all possible. I'm glad that you guys are all joining me here. And please feel free to ask me anything about eyesight and eye health and how DMSO and castor oil might benefit your eyesight and eye health. Any fears you might have about using castor oil and DMSO especially because not a lot of people have heard of DMSO. DMSO stands for dimethyl sulfoxide. It is 100% natural, And DMSO is derived from the processing of trees, predominantly pine trees, in the making of pulp to make paper. And so it is a phenomenal solvent. It is also a carrier. It penetrates deep, deep, deep into the body, and it can carry with it anything that's paired with it. So that's why I paired it with castor oil, because castor oil has many health related benefits. And if it can get deep enough in the body, it can make all kinds of changes left, right, and center. The other thing that's really huge to note is that DMSO and castor oil are also effective on our pets. So where your pets may have pain, where they may have cataracts, where they may have growths on their body, all of those things can be alleviated and helped with DMSO and castor oil. So here we go. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the likes. I see it coming, 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 coming. Let me know what's going on with you guys. I'd love to hear from you. If you're using products, I'd love for using my products. I'd love to hear your stories, and just let me know what's going on. If you've got questions, if you're trying to figure some things out, I'm here to help. You will notice above my head there is my website as well as my phone number. So if you need to get me on WhatsApp, that's my phone number. So if you're international, you can catch me on WhatsApp. If you're in the United States, that's my number and I answer it. So if you want to talk to me about anything privately, you can do that. If you can't come up and talk to me on live tonight, but you still want to talk to me, you can call my number and I'm happy to talk to you during the live. So that's all the commercial stuff that I need to do. And now I'm looking for, do we have any questions? I have questions. Lacomelza. Well, I can't bring you up onto the panel, but if you would want to call my phone number, I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have. Unless you want to just put them in the chat, I'm happy to answer them that way too. Either way, either way, either way. Okay. I'm so excited. I have affiliates. It's wonderful. I'm so excited. Okay. Lacomelza, feel free to ask any questions that you have. And also, if you are so inclined, please share the live. I want to get out to as many people as possible while I'm on so that, anybody that has eye issues, eyesight issues, eye health issues, that I can, reach them and they can listen to the live and ask any questions and respond in any way, shape, or form that is responsible and helpful. So I'm going to pull up ChatGPT because I use ChatGPT when I'm on. So Lacomelza, I cannot pull you up. It doesn't let me pull you up. I don't know what the qualifications are, but I can't pull you up. But you can call me. Call me. I've got my cell phone right here. I'm happy to chat with you. And people on live can actually hear our conversation if you give me a call. Sheldon's in the house. I saw him. I'm pulling him up. Sheldon's coming up. Sheldon's coming up. I'm coming up. I want the world to know. Got to let it show. I'm coming. That's my musical. Hey, Sheldon.
Good night, Leslie. How you doing?
I am fabulous. How are you doing?
I'm okay. Just not too long reach home from work, so I said let me look for you because I know you're on now. So
I'm here.
But everything's all right otherwise.
Excellent. I'm happy to hear that. It's always good when things. What? You what?
I can
Really?
Yeah, and let me, you know what? I'm going to connect my phone to my Bluetooth speaker to increase the volume, but usually I can hear you louder than that without it.
Okay, I just turned my volume up, so I'm hoping everybody can hear me. You guys, type a 2 in the chat if you cannot hear me. Type a 2 in the chat if you cannot hear me.
I went to the doctor's today.
How did it go? How'd it go, Holly?
It went well. Want to hear what happened?
Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Yay!
Want to hear this?
I'm going to cheer first. Okay, let's hear it.
So, he knew I was having problems with the glasses that I picked up over there from my last appointment. So he did another exam, and I was telling him, that the axis is high in the right eye in some glasses, and in the other glasses they make the axis high in the left eye and then lower the right eye. And I says they're just going up and down. So he's trying on his mechanical glasses, not the refracting thing, some other glasses he had on, and he's putting some inserts in there. He says these are accesses. So I was telling him if I could see or not, and then I thought he had an access in the right eye, and he goes, "Could you read this?" So I read it to him. I said, "Oh, I see perfectly clear." He goes, "You know what?" I'm like, "What?" He goes, "There's no access in there." I'm like, "Really?" Because I thought he put accesses. I don't know how he slides them in these little mechanical glasses. In my left eye, he tested. He says there is a little access in there, but my lowest access was 20 in my left eye for some of my glasses. He says, "We'll just call it 0, 0." He says, if that's okay with you, he says, "I'll just let your accesses be 0 because since it's so low in the left eye and fine in the right eye," he says, I can make them 0, 0. So he took the accesses out. He did me a new prescription. He lowered my add-ons from my bifocals from 2 plus 2 to 175, and we're going to keep the distance at a plus 150 as before they were a plus 250.
Wow.
Big difference.
Big difference. Big difference.
So I get to pick them up March 25th.
That is phenomenal.
No, 0, 0. I mean, he was trying them on he was trying them on me.
Yeah.
And he goes, "Can you read this?" And I'm like, I thought he had an access in there. He says, "There's no access in there." He says, "You can see perfectly fine without an access in your right eye." All these years I've had accesses.
Yes.
From 161 and everything. It's just now it's 0.
That is phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Yeah.
Wait, hang on.
So I was glad everything went well with this appointment.
Masan Javakawashi says, "Awesome testimony."
Yeah, I'm really happy that everything went well. I'll get my glasses at a lower prescription. There won't be any access prescription in it. That's out. So I do believe that the Revitalize and the 3070 is just working on inflammation daily, getting rid of it here and there. And I've been using it since January 11th.
January 11th.
And it's been a straight 8 weeks starting today.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, 8 weeks.
I can't even wear my last pair of glasses before all this started. When I met you in December, I was wearing these purple rim glasses where I had to see everything. And now I put those suckers on and I can't see out of those glasses that I was able to see. So now I'm into lower prescription glasses, no accesses in them, just a regular distant prescription and a bifocal. I'm happy. No glaucoma here.
100%.
Because they check that too.
Yeah. So your eye pressure is normal. Your prescription's lower. You don't have the adjustment for astigmatism in either eye.
Either eye.
That
0,
is
0. I saw the prescription. 0, 0.
that is so phenomenal. That is so phenomenal. That is so phenomenal. Like, it's so phenomenal.
I know. Sheldon, did you hear that?
Yes, Holly, yes.
Okay, good. I've been using it 8 weeks, Sheldon.
8 weeks.
Well, I'm like a month behind you, so I'm getting there.
Yeah, I know you're getting there. You've been pretty steady too.
That's
Dana's, I think, January 29th.
yes. Yes. So Sparkle Eyes 1 says, I have floaters and dryness. What do you suggest? The 3070 and the moisturizing hydrating eye drop. So when you buy the 3070, you get the moisturizing eye drop automatically. It's a companion product. And if you have dry eyes, you definitely want to use the moisturizing hydrating eye drop for 2 days, 3 times a day for 2 days. Then start using the 3070. The 3070 is going to kick the crap out of the floaters, and it's going to help with the dryness. It's going to push that dryness away, but you need to get your eyes moisturized and hydrated first. And that's where the moisturizing hydrating eye drop comes in. It's called Revitalize. That is just a game changer in your eye where dryness is concerned. And you're going to consistently use it. So before you do the 3070 drop, you're going to do the Revitalize. You do Revitalize first, follow it up with the 3070, morning and evening, and then just let it run. And just like, hallelujah, you're going to have beautiful eyes, beautiful eyesight, less stress in your life, and your eyes are going to feel fabulous.
That's the truth.
I'm just so excited for you. Like, I want to throw a little party right here.
I know. So do I.
Because it's such a big deal. It is such a big deal.
To have your eyesight is a big deal. You don't want to ever be without eyesight because you realize you can't do nothing.
The whole world is built for people that. Yeah, no, the world is built for people that can see. So it's hard when you can't see.
You can't drive. You can't do very much. You can't work.
Yeah.
You can't see what's on the grocery shelves.
Exactly. 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 Exactly.
So if you want me to repeat this again in a little while later when we get more people zooming in here.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I want you to say it as many times as possible because I just think it's such a fantastic story that everybody should hear it. Like, I would love to put it on repeat. You know, because it is just the thing. Like on Melza.
Where is she?
Huh?
Where's Dana?
She's not in yet. She's not in, but she'll be coming in. She'll be coming in. Laco Melza says, I can wait. You can wait. You can't wait. I'm assuming it's you can't wait. 3070, how many days I can use it? So you want to use it every day. So 7 days a week, twice a day, morning and evening. Morning and evening, every day.
I say you got to at least use it twice a day. Some people can use it 3 times a day.
Well, some people need to use it 3 times a day based on things that they've got going in their eye system. But you don't want to over-treat the eyes. You know,
right.
If you don't need it, then why over-treat your eyes? It doesn't enhance it. That's the thing. It's not. I don't know what like analogy I could use, but it doesn't. The more you use it, it doesn't get better. So if you use it
in the beginning, Leslie, I think I was over-treating my eyes because I just could not wait to get it in the mail. And there I was in the bathroom. Oh, I'll put 2 drops in this side, 2 drops in this side. Go back, it's afternoon time, got to do it again. And I did it so much that I felt like like those cataracts were starting to break down. I mean, you can do a little too much too fast, and I think I did that. So I backed off, and I went to twice a day, and now I went back to 3 times a day. If I feel it's too much, I'll go back to twice a day. But
Well,
at least morning and night is,
yeah,
really.
But that's the thing. That's the thing to do. If you're gonna play with it, don't play with the dosage, because it really should just be a drop. Anytime you do it, it should just be a drop. You don't want to put too much castor oil in your eye. But if you're gonna,
desperate when I came across your page. Oh my God! I gotta get a hold of this lady. I need to talk to her quick. I swear to God, I was so desperate. Let me tell you.
Well, your desperation paid off. What did your doctor say about the change in your eyesight?
He said it's just you need a 150, a plus 150. He says you can get by with no accesses.
So was he positive about the changes in your eyesight? Did he ask you?
Yeah, he said that he says it's pretty good, that you can. He says most people have accesses.
Yeah.
And so did his manager there. Also, she said most people have. He says, and everything cleared with the glaucoma, pressure, everything. He says, it's just you need glasses now, and I says it's those eye drops I'm using. So I'm going to go back to I'm just going to keep working at it. But I feel that I've really made a big step, because all these years, I've always had an access in each eye. I've never had a 0-0.
Yeah.
And he says just a little access in the left eye, but he says I see these one prescription you have was 20 in the left eye, and in one time 161 in the right eye, and then they upped the left eye to 112 and 55, and he says, you know what? He says, you're seeing good, because he tested me, and I thought there was access. He put an access sheet in there.
Right.
A thing in the glasses. He goes, there's no access. And he says, you read it clearly. You read every line. And I says, really? There's no access in there? He goes, nope. In your right eye, he says, you're seeing without any accesses.
That's beautiful.
He says, I'm not going to give you an access. And he says, the left one, just a little bit, but he says, you don't have to have me prescribe an access. He says, it's just a little bit different. But, when your one eye is okay, it can work with the brain.
Exactly.
That's what I'm trying to do, get my brain to work with my eyes.
So I want you to retell your doctor appointment story, because Deb is in the room now. So Deb, how are you doing? Glad you joined. I invited you up.
Thank you.
I want you to hear Holly's story from her doctor's appointment today. All right, go.
Okay, Deb, I had an appointment with my doctor today, and I had to get my prescription glasses adjusted. So we had already one appointment several weeks ago. We had already lowered the prescription, but they still were bothering me. So he said, come in for another examination, which was today, and he's checking my eyes. And I says, well, the left eye is kind of pulling. Something doesn't feel right, and I just feel something bothering my eyes, even though he fixed the prescription. So he was working with the accesses. So that's another part of. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but it's also a prescription in your eye, or if you need to see far or close or whatever. So he was trying to adjust the accesses to get them right, and he was sliding the little inserts in these mechanical glasses. And he goes, okay, I want you to read 3 lines over here in the mirror. So I couldn't read them with these different accesses he had on. And then he took it out, and I thought he put an access in. He goes, now read it. And I read it clearly, all 3 lines. He goes, you know something? There's no access in there. He goes, You don't need an axis in your right eye. You don't need to be prescribed an axis in your right eye. And he said the left can get by with just a 20. The left is really low, but he says since my right eye is 0, he says we can make both eyes 0 because the left eye will follow suit. I mean, because the axis is so low. So my inflammation really went down in my eyes, I guess, these past 8 weeks, because today is 8 weeks since I've been using the Revitalize and the 3070. My prescriptions went down from a plus 250 down to a plus 150, from an excess of 100 and some in one eye and 55 or something in the other eye down to 0. So you tell me. Oh, wow. So now they have to readjust my glasses again. Oh, my. But it's worth it, I'm like. Are you doing the 3070? I've been doing the 3070 8 weeks today. I put a drop in each eye every morning and every evening. Sometimes I do it in the afternoon. Oh, wow. And I make sure I use the Revitalize. I carry Revitalize with me wherever I go because it helps remove a lot of the debris, dust, whatever. When you're driving in the car, when you're just going here and there, just wherever you go, there's just junk in the air. So I think you can use that throughout the day. You can use that as much as you want. Yeah. Well, today was the first time it's been forever since I was able to go into the at-home store. Because if you remember, Leslie, I told you that my eyes smell everything. So
yes.
Today I was able to go in the at-home store and spend at least maybe 30, 35, 40 minutes in there. And came out and I was okay.
Spending that much time.
I couldn't even go walk through the doors. But the moisturizing, the hydrating drops have really been fixing my dry eye. All I need now is for my numbers to come down, my pressure in my eyes. And I know what I have to do.
Okay. So we're gonna get you to start using those drops.
Yes.
Excellent.
My appointment is in the morning at 8:15.
Okay.
And I don't think that I'm going to allow him to put those numbing drops in my eye.
Good.
In my eyes. I don't, I think he'll probably really get pissed off at me if I say I don't want them, because I think that's all he uses in that office.
Well, he's allowed to be annoyed, but you are in control. It's your body, your eyes, and he doesn't have the right to circumvent your wishes.
Go in there with a prayer in your heart. Keep a prayer in your heart because you want the right things to be done to you. And if you just keep that prayer of strength in your heart, like I did today, I'm like, oh boy, here I go again. I'm going to get my glasses adjusted. I hope everything went well. Just go there because you really want the best for your eyes. And go there with a prayer in your heart. And pray for your doctor too, as well. So
100%.
Pray for these other people to do the right thing.
No, you're 100% correct.
I can't wait until I reach 8 weeks like you to see a difference, because I'm noticing a difference. But it depends on how far gone you are and how far it has to work its way back. So I've noticed a difference. Blind until I met Leslie. I'm like, God, I'm going to go blind. Told me somebody, and there was Leslie's blue eyeball on the screen. I'm like, what the heck is that? What is this? I was thinking about my eyes all week. I was scrolling through TikTok, and the eyeball is what made me stop too. Yeah, me too.
I'm really so glad I found that image because it has made a difference in, having people stop by and ask questions. Barbara Timmons asks, will it work to heal macular degeneration disease? So, Barbara Timmons, the answer is yes. For macular degeneration, the blend that you want is 4-Aneye. It's the number 4, Aneye. That is going to give you a whole lot of changes regarding macular degeneration. Degmo, I don't know how to say this, but I'm going to try. Deja, I don't know. Hi, how are you? All right. I want to make sure I'm checking. Okay. Laco Melza, you said twice a day a week. Twice a day, every day of the week. So Sunday through Monday, morning and evening, every day of the week, 2 times a day for the 30/70, 100%. All right, we're good. We're good. Okay, Nisi 53 CST. I'm excited and looking forward to getting my drops. I purchased a couple of days ago. Awesome. We're working those orders. I have to tell you guys, you got to give me a little grace this week. My son has taken over shipping and manufacturing, and he's really figuring it out. He's doing great. He's not doing as great as I would be doing. But I'm not as tired as I would be if I was doing all of the shipping and manufacturing also. Thank you for the purchase. I just saw an order come in. Thank you so much. But we might be a couple of days behind because he's really working on at getting a lot more product made than I ever made. He's got way more space than I have. And he's making a lot more product so that he can stay caught up. So please just give us a little grace. Your orders are going to get processed and they're going to get to you ASAP. I promise. Okay. Sheldon, why are you ready for 4-Aneye? Sparkle Eyes 1, you just purchased.
I'm jealous of Holly.
She's using 30/70.
I don't mean that literally. That's
okay.
Sweet lady, but I'm ready to catch up to Holly.
I want to catch up to Dana, but she I don't think she ever had cataracts. I want to do what she does, wear glasses just for accessories like clothes.
I meant to say Dana. Sorry, Dana.
Oh, okay.
Dana started a little after you, but she didn't have as much issues as you.
Yeah, she didn't have
right.
the issues I did. So I'm working my issues slowly.
Well, you have the issues and stuff like that, so that's why she have a jump still.
Everybody's getting everybody's having a positive report though. Everybody's consistently having a positive testimony. So even the both of you, Sheldon, even you're still saying, I can see things I couldn't see before. I'm not having to wear my glasses as much. There are a lot of benefits. So I know it's exciting to get to the end and you're like, wow, look at this great place. But you got to enjoy the process too, because, it lets you know how far you've come.
It's a learning process, like as the weeks go by, you start to notice little different things. And like Dana said the other day, like it kind of brings back some of your memory. All of a sudden, I'll start to remember something. I'm like, oh, I think my brain is starting to work better too now.
That DMSO is clearing out the fog and black out.
We become smarter too.
Oh my gosh, you guys are too much. So Nisi J53 CST says, I'm patient. If it gets rid of the floaters, I'll be happy. It'll be worth the wait. Excellent. Well, the 30/70 is like it's anti-floater. I do have customers where it's taken longer for the floaters to actually dissolve and be done. But in those situations, usually there's other issues happening in the eye. So there's dry eye happening. There's some glandular clogging that's happening. There's just other stuff going on. So the castor oil and the DMSO has to work on what it can work on and what's necessary first. And I never have that. I never have had I need this, just work on this, please. I kept just going through it. And when I got to here, it was the most exciting thing ever.
And it works on the blepharitis. If anybody has those itching, gritty feeling or itching eyelashes, like allergy, something, and it's just itching. And when that happens, your glands get clogged and it starts causing dry eye, where your eyes tear just over everything, going out into the wind, cold outside. Early morning, your eyes will start running, tears down. Just all that, and all that can affect your eyesight. The longer you have blepharitis or conjunctivitis or all these different types of little diseases,
all the itises,
that half the time the doctor doesn't tell you, all that can start to ruin your eyesight too as well, and then your eyesight starts to fail. And like what happened with me, but I can't go without using Revitalize or my 3070. I really depend on it. It just seems like my little life support now. Wherever I go, it's got to go with me.
I'm just glad you learned not to overuse like how you was trying to initially.
It's like, well, let me pour the whole bottle in my eye when I first got. It's like, this is an emergency.
Oh my gosh.
I run to my bathroom real quick. Couldn't get the box in the house quick enough. Oh, I tell you.
No, that's absolutely fabulous. You've had a great journey so far, and it's crazy to believe that journey's only been 8 weeks to get to this point.
We all are, because like I said, when I received Leslie product, one of my eyes, like how Leslie described it, is like looking through a sheer net over it. I almost couldn't see anything out of my left eye. Now it's slowly clearing. The haze is disappearing. It's not perfect. I don't have 20/20 vision, but I'm practicing looking without my glasses. I'm seeing things clearer, and I guess maybe months down the line, maybe I may not need them all together. But for right now, it's better than what it was.
No,
it's a slow process in doing the damage that's been done.
No, 100%. And you say it's a slow process, but I got to tell you, 5 weeks, Sheldon, is really not that long of a period of time for you to have significant eyesight change.
You did it for a year, so
yes.
I expect our 20/20 vision in 5 weeks or a little more than a month. Of course, I need to go longer than that, but I'm just saying the difference it was before I initially started using the product. It's like that's like mild to moderate cataract that was in my left eye.
Yeah.
It really had me feeling like I was going blind. I could see on the eye, but it was like compared to how it is now, I could turn the light off and see my hand in the dark and see things a lot clearer than how they were, because I can watch the TV in my room. I can watch the TV, I can see the people, but I can't see their faces clearly. With my other eye, it was like I almost couldn't see that at all.
Right.
Without my glasses. So it is a slow process, and it is coming back. I know it's going to be a couple of months in before I really see a drastic testimony, but I'm going to work with it. I'm going to stick at it.
Excellent.
That's why I said now and again I might mind trying some 40, 60, just one dose a week or something like that.
Right. So
as long I don't mind if I can get to the stage where I'm like Dana, where I don't have to wear glasses at all after wearing glasses all my life, and I'm 49. I was wearing glasses from I was 5. I would greatly appreciate that, because that kind of hindered me. A lot of the times I didn't do certain activity for fear of breaking my glasses.
Yeah, no, it's huge.
Coming out with a sample box with everything.
Yes.
Now I want everything.
Well, you shall have it.
We need to get the sample box too, because she's got 4 and I in
the
there.
same thing, and she have the sample box size conference. So I know you can't take all of them one time, but every now and again rotate the 4 and I.
Yes.
Like one day of the week or something like that, you know. So,
Yeah, no, it'll
stinging as long as it gets rid of the
it'll be beneficial. So
I look forward to the stinging now until I've done it. So
she knows it's working. That's because you know it's working now. You like
it's just a slight sting and hardly nothing anymore. When I used to revitalize this, I actually was looking forward to it.
It's a good thing.
I'm not kidding you, Shelton.
No, I know it's like once I know it's fixing the problem, I ain't give it a slight sting. This is only a few seconds. So.
All right,
When
let me.
When I first used it, it was nothing, hardly nothing the first time. So now and again, it fell a little off, but now it's nothing. I could drop that in without it or not, but I still use the Revitalize.
No, yeah.
Revitalize takes most of it.
Okay. Let me answer a question.
In the next couple of months, I won't go to the eye doctor and I want to see what she can tell me. That's what I'm waiting on.
All right,
Wait a couple of months.
Sheldon, I'm going to answer a question. Nisi J53 CST says, I recently had cataracts removed and lens replaced. So anytime you have surgery, you are going to have scar tissue and you probably have dry eye. So using the Revitalize, the moisturizing hydrating eye drop, that'll be beneficial to you. And the 3070 would be beneficial to alleviate any scar tissue in the eye and elongate the surgery so that you continue to have really good eyesight in your eyes after that surgery. Okay. Deb says, I have a question about cataracts and floaters. Deb, come on up and ask your question, without a doubt. So, Deb?
Leslie.
Yes.
Why do people have so many extra floaters and I guess just extra floaters after the cataract surgery and the PVDs? Why does that seem to get worse after the cataract surgery when this is supposed to be a surgery designed to help people see better?
Well, because the cataract surgery is about the lens in the eye. The floaters come from the vitreous fluid drying up. So once you have surgery, you have trauma. And you're traumatizing that area of the eye. And the vitreous fluid is getting disturbed. So as it gets disturbed, it is going to dry up a bit, clump a bit, and then that's going to create the floaters. And how dry it gets, however dry it gets, is how many more floaters you're going to get. So the more dry that vitreous fluid is, the more floaters you're going to have. So I got a question from user 3644431650713. Hi, Leslie. This is Evelyn. Left a message today for a callback regarding drops for my eye pressure. Okay, I'm sorry I didn't get back to you today. I did like 10 phone calls today, along with all the other stuff I had to do today, and I tried to get back to everybody. Evelyn, if you wanna come up and ask me a question here on the live, I'm happy to do that. Or if you want me to call you, I'll call you tomorrow morning. Alpha says, hello, I need to clear my vision having dry eyes. Okay, so dry eyes, the thing that you want is the moisturizing hydrating eye drop. It's called Revitalize. You want to use that 3 times a day for the first 2 days that you have it. That will get the dry eye running the other direction. It moisturizes and hydrates the eye system, so your eyes will feel great all the way around. So Alpha, that's what you need. Revitalize. Okay, we're good. That's the last question so far. All right. Evelyn, do you want to come up and I sent you an invitation. Come on up and let's have a chat. All right. Evelyn says you can call me tomorrow when you get a chance. Thanks. I will do that 1,000%. I will call you tomorrow. I look forward to talking to you. So I have conversations, and some of them are quite extensive. I had a conversation today with I don't know what ChatGPT is talking about, but with a young lady in England, and she's dealing with cerebral spinal fluid issues in her eyes, and she's got a stent in the eye to drain, to have the fluid drain so that she can keep the pressure down in the eye. And she's at a point now where the doctors are like, we just don't have anything more we can do for you. And we talked extensively about her situation and how I thought Castor Oil and DMSO was going to assist her situation, and which products that she needed to get to make changes in her eye health and in her eyesight. And her eye health is pretty serious because she's got issues in the optic nerve as well as other areas in the eye. So sometimes, just so everybody knows, when you want to talk to me, I'm happy to talk to everybody. But there are some conversations that are extensive and take a lot of time. And I don't want to cheat anybody out of the time because I want to understand everything that's happening so that I can give them the best possible advice. Alpha says, I'm in the UAE, how to order. So you order on my website. I ship worldwide, Alpha. So up above my head, you'll see my website. It's bearcatbody.com, BARECATBODY.com. Janet says, I have cataract removed, but it's like it's coming back. I'm in Europe. How can I order? Same thing, Janet. You can order on the website. I ship worldwide. So my website is bearcatbody.com, BARECATBODY.com. And if you've had a cataract removed, but you said it's like it's coming back, I'd really like to talk to you about what's happening with your eyesight before you place an order. If you're willing to come up and have a chat, I've invited you up. I'd love to talk to you about it because I want to understand exactly what's happening in your eyes before you order a blend and you don't really get the kind of results that you're hoping for. Okay. We have 3,300 likes, which is absolutely phenomenal. It's 9:21. We've got 28 people in the room. So do me a favor and bang that screen a little bit. Tap, 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 tap. Let's increase the likes. I want to get the live out to as many people as possible. And that's how TikTok, knows to push it out, or how it decides to push it out to more people on their FYP page. Kinex Technical 91. After applying drops, is it okay to wipe eyes when they start tearing up? Yeah, no, of course. Yeah, it's okay. Just get, a little toilet paper or a paper towel or a hanky or something and just, lightly wipe your eyes. You don't want to rub them or anything. But yeah, you can absolutely take that excess off the eye. That's not an issue at all. Okay. So is there anybody that has any serious eye issues? I know last night as we were getting ready to close out, somebody asked if I had any knowledge of keratoconus. And I want to have ChatGPT educate us a little bit on keratoconus so that we can all learn a little bit and have some additional information. So, keratoconus is an eye disorder characterized by the progressive thinning and bulging of the cornea into a cone like shape, leading to distorted vision. So, the symptoms are blurred or distorted vision, increasing sensitivity to light, frequent changes in eyeglass prescriptions, difficulty seeing at night. The exact cause of keratoconus is unknown, but it is believed to result from of a combination of genetic, environmental, and hormonal factors. Individuals with a family history of keratoconus have a higher risk of developing the condition. Keratoconus is typically diagnosed through a comprehensive eye examination, which may include corneal topography to map the curvature of the cornea. So, in the treatment options are eyeglasses or soft contacts, rigid gas permeable RGP contact lenses, scleral lenses, a corneal collagen cross-linking. So this is a minimally invasive procedure, involves applying riboflavin, vitamin B, to the cornea, followed by ultraviolet UVA light exposure. This process strengthens the corneal fibers, helping to halt the progression of keratoconus. That's interesting. And then they have intacs, so intrastromal corneal ring segments. These are small crescent-shaped plastic inserts placed within the cornea to flatten its shape and improve vision. And then, of course, you can have a corneal transplant. So keratoconus is quite serious. There are a lot of functional things that eye doctors can do to try and manage it. So Deb asked, did you say I can use my hydrating drop before going to the eye doctor in the morning? Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. 100%. Get those eyes nice and moisturized and hydrated before you walk out the door so that he's seeing your eyes at their best. I don't know why I said he. Your doctor might be a woman too. So, but you want your doctor to see your eyes, preferably in the best scenarios, the best light. So, Holly, I wanted to ask you, did you do your drops before you went to the eye doctor today?
Yes, I did.
Yes, you did. Okay.
I did.
Excellent.
My appointment was 2:20. I left the house about 2, and I did them a couple of times before I left. And yeah,
okay.
I sure did.
That's fabulous. That's absolutely fabulous. So, Deb, yeah, use them 100%, especially the moisturizing eye drops. Especially.
So I have a question for Holly. Did you happen to mention to your doctor anything about what you're doing different with your eyes?
Yeah, the first time I saw him on February 13th, I told him about Leslie, and I said, have you ever heard of DMSO or castor oil used in the eye? And he says, yes, he has. I says, well, I know a lady that's compounded the both together, and she's used it because she's got cataracts, and I have cataracts, and I'm going to use it. And he goes, well, go ahead. He didn't say anything negative or anything bad about it. He agreed. He's heard people using DMSO or castor oil. So I said she had compounded the two together. And that was when I saw him February 13th. And I said I would let him know as I go on. And do this every day. And you see, by the time I waited for my glasses, because I had gotten my glasses a couple weeks after that, I needed an adjustment. So I went in today, and he even took out the accesses. So I don't have no access prescription. It's 0, and it's just for distance and bifocal. So yeah, I did tell him, but this was a nice. I've been through a lot of different eye doctors, and if I can't see, put it this way, if I can't see eye to eye with the eye doctor, I'm going to find another one. And I've had my a bunch of many eye doctors in the past, and I've kept my prescriptions. And I'm just and I've read, myself through Leslie. I've read a lot about DMSO, and yeah, you can use it in the eye. And I've read a lot about castor oil, like Leslie. I've heard through Barbara O'Neill. So and Leslie's been compounding the two, and she, it's diminished her cataract in her right eye, and the worst cataract is in her left, like mine. For some reason, people get a worse cataract in their left eye.
Sheldon just said that last night.
Mine. But I don't have no access, and years ago, I don't know. They've always had an access, so you go from one doctor to another doctor. They think, well, she's got an access problem too, the way she's seen. And so far, that has a lot to do with inflammation, and that inflammation has gone down. But I have, for every single day since January 11th, I've used those drops, both the Revitalize and the 30/70. So I don't take 3-4 days off. I do it every day, either twice a day, morning and evening, or I do it 3 times a day, just in how I feel. But it has helped me. I don't have 20/20 eyesight, but I have a lower prescription now, and they took away the accesses.
So that means you don't have an astigmatism anymore.
Yeah, that word I can't. Stigmatism. I don't know.
Yes.
Sometimes my brain is, a little off.
But no, here's the deal. The thing that's interesting about that is astigmatism is about the shape of your eye. And it's been said that astigmatisms cannot be managed, modified, or changed.
Well, that's funny, because if you see, you know what? I have all my prescriptions. I've always kept them, and you will see the difference. I have all these different prescriptions since what? I've been in Idaho for 22, 23 years now.
Yeah.
And it started off with a lower stigmatism, and the stigmatism got higher and higher. Sometimes it was higher in one eye than the other, but now I'm 0. So I do feel my inflammation has gone away, because I don't have that blepharitis feeling, an allergy, like itchy eyelashes and all that kind of stuff, and clogged up oil glands. Because once you get that, that's hard to get rid of. And I think that's very, very hard to get rid of. And I don't think there's an eye drop anywhere in the world on the market to ever, I have tried all those refresh, tears, this, that, and the other, and nothing's ever worked, because I've asked every doctor I've come across. And, sometimes they even give you samples, and then you go to Albertsons or this store and that store, and I've bought them, but nothing worked until using Leslie's products. The 30/70 and the Revitalize was also a kicker, just to use that. It just put a spark of happiness, light in your eye. You're like, something's different here. What the heck? I'm not kidding you. As you put that in your eye, it's like something cleared out something that was just laying in your eye before. And it just kind of makes a little squeaky clean. I don't know how to explain it. But I love the Revitalize, and then I use the 30-70 following.
EMS and
But
Cali.
see how it's amazing that everyone seems to have the prevalent cataract in the left eye. I trying to figure out why is it always the left eye that seems to have the more severe cataract over
I
the
don't
right.
know. That's weird.
Yeah, I honestly don't know. That's something I would like to study at some point, though. EMS in Cali says, I use the moisture drops. My eyes water a lot after I apply a couple of drops. I'm interested in that. Come on up and have a chat, because I'm interested in why you think your eyes are, or why I think your eyes are watering a lot after you apply the moisturizing drop. Stacy T said,
It will for like, a half a minute there. And when you first apply that Revitalize in your eye, it might make your eye water or sting a little bit, but then that goes away. And once they clear, they clear.
do you feel like, though, it's a lot? Because a lot is really what's triggering me, is like they water a lot. Because I agree with you, my eyes water a little bit, but it's not even close to a lot.
No, I put the drop in each of my eye. You feel a little slight sting from the Revitalize. No, I actually wait for that sting. It's like, come on, sting, come on. I want to feel you right. Leslie, I'm in that case.
Where's the sting?
I'm kidding you. It's like, get my eye better. And, it does. It stops.
All that means is working.
Sheldon, I'm crazy.
It's working. All it means is it's working. You're one step closer to better. So I don't mind this thing.
Yeah, either do I.
Especially yeah.
But let me tell you, I noticed a good difference at 6 weeks, because I knew my eyes was not tearing throughout the day. And then I also knew that itchy, crummy, grimy feeling that I was getting in my eyelashes or whatever it was, combination of things, I'm just going to say, was gone, just going away. But I have to say, I was dedicated to. I use them every morning and evening.
And that,
I say, who cares, as long as at the end of the day, eventually I will need to use my glasses, or if at least my eyes are a lot better than how they were. That's what's important.
Exactly.
Get rid of the cataracts, get rid of the inflammation, get them in the best possible health as possible. Even if not 20/20, close to as possible.
yeah, well, it is a big deal to be consistent. Consistency is the only cheat code. Like, the products can do what they can do, but if you buy them and put them on a shelf, they can't do anything. So using them consistently makes a difference. So EMS in Cali says, my eyes are tearing so much, like I'm crying. Wow. All right, that's interesting. I need to talk to you.
Is she talking about throughout the day?
I don't know. I want to get more information. I definitely want to get more information. Hang on.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hi guys. Yeah, I just recently bought your products, bought the 30-70 and bought the moisturizing drops. And I'm pretty religious, using them morning and evening. And the moisturizing drops I try to use maybe once more while I'm at work. And like today, went out to lunch and was outside, and my eyes, I had to have like a tissue or napkin in my hand to keep like I'm crying. And so when I initially put the drops in, because it burns a little bit, it stings, and my eyes are watering. Then it stops, and I'm good. But like the minute I walk outside, it's like I said today when I went outside, and I don't know if maybe it's allergies, because I live out where we have a lot of almond trees. Everything is blossoming. So I don't know if that's what it is, but my eyes are tearing so much more than they were before. I mean, a lot. Both of them. Usually used to be just the one on the left side, and now it's like both of them. Like I'm crying, like just tears are coming down.
What other blend are you using?
I'm sorry?
What other blend are you using? Are you only using the moisturizing eye drop?
The moisturizing and the 3070.
Okay.
The 3070 I do at night and in the morning before I go to work.
And how does the sting feel in the sting or the burn feel in the 3070 now?
It feels the same. It just doesn't last as long. Like before, it lasted a little bit longer. Like, I mean, I wasn't timing it, but I don't know, 30 seconds, 45 seconds, where now it's maybe 30 seconds and not 45 seconds.
Okay. Did you have any other diagnosis before you started? Did you have any gland issues or anything like that? Blepharitis, anything like that?
I don't hardly go to the doctor, so I don't have anything except, like I said, that I wear readers and that my eyes tear a lot. That's it.
Okay. I got to think on that for a minute because I actually think the tearing is clearing something.
Okay.
I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that is a good thing. But I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think why. What's the causation behind it? And I'm going to use ChatGPT, my friend ChatGPT.
Yeah, and out here in California, it was a beautiful day, but it's a little bit breezy. So anytime I'm out where it's breezy and definitely my eyes water. But like I said, today is just like I'm crying, like just tears are streaming down on both my eyes, not just the one left eye. So, but I kind of agree with you. Maybe it's getting rid of stuff. I don't know.
Yeah. So excessive tearing, medically known as epiphora, can result from various factors that either increase tear production or hinder tear drainage. Understanding these causes can help in identifying appropriate treatments. So common causes are dry eye syndrome, which I totally understand that. Allergies, allergic reactions to pollen, dust, pet dander, other allergens. Infections, conditions like conjunctivitis, pink eye can lead to inflammation. Blocked tear ducts. Now, this is really what I think may be the causation. Is tears normally drain through the naso. Man, this is a word, so give me a second. The nasolacrimal ducts into the nose. Blockages in these ducts can cause tears to accumulate and overflow from the eyes. So the thing that I'm thinking is that you may have had a drainage problem going on in those tear ducts. And now that it's starting to clear, the flow is just flowing. It doesn't have anything to stop it. So, and that's good because it's gonna completely drain out at some point, and it'll be clear. There's also eyelid malpositions, conditions such as entropion, inward turning eyelid, or ectropion, outward turning eyelid, can disrupt normal tear distribution and drainage, leading to excessive tearing. So I really do. I just feel like in the conversation, talking about what you are doing and the eye drops that you're using, that you've probably had some drainage issue. The 3070 is opening up those glands. And whenever you have any tear production, you've got a backup of fluid and it just comes rushing through. And it couldn't do that before, but now that it's open, it's like, hey, let me get all this stuff pushed out. I would be interested if let's talk in 2 weeks and see if you're still experiencing it at the same level.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Oh, no problem. No problem. I want to know more all the time.
Yeah. And I realize it's a process. Whatever's going to happen, it's a process. I'm so glad I found you. And I mean, I've always heard that we can, our eyes can, with the proper treatment, I don't mind wearing glasses, but I'm like, I don't want to wear glasses, and I'm like, when I saw you and I found you, I'm like, I'm ordering this stuff because I don't care if it takes a year, or I'm going to be faithful with taking these drops and just keep doing it, because I don't want to take prescription drugs. I don't want to, like I said, I hardly don't go to the doctors unless I know that there's something just not right going on with me, but I'd rather do everything naturally, because I know our bodies can heal with natural remedies and natural stuff.
100%. And how's your eyesight otherwise? How's your eye health and your eyesight?
I mean, I'm still wearing my readers. That's because but I just feel like driving at night, like I feel better about it. Like for example, okay, I love to take long drives. I've always loved it. Anyhow, back in I don't know if it was January or last year, I went to go visit my kids in Arizona. So that's a long drive. So I left here real early, which it was dark, like 3:30 in the morning, whatever. And I was shocked. I was shocked at how bad. I was like, everything was blurry, everything, and putting the glasses on helps some. But anyhow, long story short, I just didn't realize how bad my eyes had gotten,
Right.
And so anyhow, moving fast forward to now, I'm taking another trip at the end of the month, but I'm very confident that I'm going to leave here real early in the morning, because I want to get there, by 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And I'm not even stressing on the fact that I'm leaving here at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning and it's going to be dark.
Right.
Because I just feel, I don't know how to explain it. I just feel better. Like, it feels healthy. My eyes feel healthier. I don't know how to explain it, hon. I just don't know how to explain it. I just feel like there's something right going on. And like I said, I'm still wearing my readers, but I don't know how to explain it. It just feels better. And I'm very confident still 3 weeks or whatever, 2 weeks before I leave for my trip. And I'm not stressing at all about it. I'm like, I'm going to continue with the drops. And like I said, maybe it's going to take me 6 months, whatever, a year. I don't care. I'm just going to keep doing it. But I feel good. I feel confident in going and taking my trip at night or in the morning when it's dark.
Okay, that's excellent. I'm going to make a suggestion. Before you go on the trip, go down in your readers. So if your readers are like 1.5, go down to 0.75. If they're 2.
Mine is 3.5.
Okay, so go down to like 2.5. 2.5.
Okay.
Because
so do you suggest that I just do that anyhow, regardless of the trip, that I just start doing that?
No, 100%. Because your readers they're like putting your eyes in a wheelchair, and you're using the wheelchair all the time.
Yes.
So you want your eyes to get stronger, and because you're doing the drops, they have the capacity to get stronger, but you're not giving them enough work to do.
Yeah.
So take the readers down, and your eyes will quickly, like within 3 days, adjust to the lower level, and you will be able to see through that lower level reader.
Okay, so at 3.5, I go down to 2.5.
Yes.
Okay. That's what I'm going to do then. Thank you.
Excellent. You're welcome. And everybody should do that. If you've got glasses, go to a lower prescription. Holly just went through this whole scenario where her glasses weren't working for her. She went to the doctor today. Now she doesn't have astigmatism anymore. Her doctor totally took out the access for astigmatism. And she's had
he tested me for it too, without telling me that he took out that access circular piece and put him in there. I'm like, oh, I can see clearly, and I just read off 3 lines to me.
he gave me a look. He goes, "There's no access in there." I didn't. He goes, "Look, I didn't put one in there," and that totally changed. I lost the access prescription in both eyes, so I'm back to zeros. And he lowered my bifocals down to a 1.75. My distance was a plus 2.50, and so was my bifocals. Now they've been lowered, but I've been 8 weeks into this daily. So it takes time. I don't have perfect eyesight, but it sure is way in a heck better than it was. Way better. And without all this itchy stuff or blepharitis and all the other stuff I was going through that affected my eyesight and made my eyesight worse. So, yeah, big difference. So I'm going to wait on these new glasses.
Better and better, Holly. Better and better. Just a matter of time.
No, and that's true for everybody. Skeeter Williams 83 says, I'm still waiting on my product to get here. I'm getting impatient now. Oh, I'm so sorry. I wanted to get there as fast as it possibly can. We've had some hiccups because I migrated all of my shipping and manufacturing up to my son in Dartmouth, Massachusetts, and he's taken that over. And the one thing I can say is your kids usually think that the things that you do aren't that difficult and aren't that time consuming. And then when they start doing it, they're like, how the heck did you manage all of that? But orders are going out every single day. So trust me, it's coming. It's coming, it's coming, it's coming. I promise you. So anybody that's wearing glasses that's using the DMSO and castor oil drops, go to a lower prescription, a previous prescription. If you're using readers, go to a lower prescription. Just give your eyes the opportunity to do the work that they're supposed to do, because they will surprise you. They will surprise you. They're ready to do more. Okay. What is this?
Leslie?
Huh?
Oh, I just wanted to say, I think once you get a lot of that inflammation out, and it can take many weeks to get the inflammation out of your eyes, but once you get it to where your eyes are feeling a little bit cleaner, more relaxed, then you can possibly move down to a lower prescription. And that's what happened with me.
Well, it happened with me too. Like, when I first started and I was wearing 5X readers, it only took a few weeks to get to the point where the readers were too strong. And I went down to a 2.5. And like the fact that I could read with them, I was like, oh, amazing. How is this happening? It only took a couple of days for my eyes to get used to them. And boom, like I could read whatever I wanted to read. And it was only a couple of more weeks before I could throw them away altogether. Like I needed no readers whatsoever. So our eyes have the capacity to, provide us everything that we need. We just have to get out of the way and stop using all these implements that we've been, programmed to use, and let our eyes do the work. Hey, is Dana up? Dana's in the house. Dana's in the house. Dana's in the house. Okay, Skeeter Williams 83 says it already shipped out. Okay, excellent. Patricia's in the house. Hey, Patricia, my affiliate in Canada. She's awesome, amazing, wonderful, and fantastic. Okay. Erica Watts, hey, how you doing, girl? Okay. All right. We're here, we're here, we're here, we're here. Oh, there's another update. USPS has not been delivering the way that they had been in the previously. The past month, their schedules have been really off, and the days that it takes to actually deliver products. So I would say I want a 2-day delivery, and it would actually take 5 days. So I've migrated away from USPS to UPS. So UPS and FedEx are our shippers of choice. And if you're international, FedEx is the shipper of choice. Except Patricia can attest they screwed up her order and put it in the wrong house, and whoever the person was took it and kept it, and that was the end of that. But for the most part, they're really great, and I love them to death. So that's who we're going to use, FedEx and UPS. So know that that's just what's coming. Where's I'm sorry, I'm texting with my son. He's making foreign eye. Hey, Patricia, I'm great. I am great. How are you doing? How are the babies? How is life going for you? Did you all moved?
Ironheart had a question.
Who is it?
Ironheart.
Oh, what was the question? I'll look for it.
Yes. Hi, do you have something for astigmatism, myopia?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. 3070 is the blend that you're looking for. 100%. 3070 and the moisturizing hydrating eye drop. Those two things together got you handled. Hello, Miami Sunshine is checking in. How you doing? My Miami Sunshine truck. Yeah, how are you doing? Glad to have you here again. I want to see. Erica Watts says, I also lay on my back with my pillow after the 3070 at bedtime. I have bad dry eye. And then she says, my eyes have improved. So if you have bad dry eye, I want you to use the moisturizing hydrating eye drop. Let me know that you have that product, Erica. The moisturizing hydrating eye drop is called Revitalize. Let me know that you have that product. Miami Sunshine Truck, all is well. Patricia, everyone is great. Finished moving yesterday. Woo! Yay, I know how that feels. Trust me. Scion, any help for macular edema? 100,000%. 4NI is the blend that you want for macular edema. And since that's hang on a second. Okay. I'm going to pull that up in ChatGPT. So we can all learn a little bit about what is macular edema. So macular edema is a condition characterized by the accumulation of fluid in the macula, the central part of the retina responsible for sharp, detailed vision. This swelling leads to visual disturbances and, if left untreated, can result in significant vision loss. So the causes are diabetic retinopathy, age-related macular degeneration, post-cataract surgery. So this is what happens. You have cataract surgery and then all these other things come right behind it. Retinal vein occlusion, inflammatory disease, and those are all the causes of macular edema. So both castor oil and DMSO are anti-inflammatory. So they are going to fight inflammation anywhere in the eye system. So using the foreign eye that's got the DMSO and castor oil and Amelio panini honey, so a stingless bee honey, which is also anti-inflammatory in the eye. DMSO is going to carry all that deep into the eye system, and it's going to push all the inflammation out of the eye. So it's going to be very, very beneficial anytime you have any type of inflammation or edema in your eye.
Han, may I share something else?
Sure.
I had been sick for like a couple of weeks, and again, I don't go to the doctor. I just wait till the last minute. Long story short, I ended up seeing the doctor or having a phone call, and so anyhow, I ended up. He was saying that what I had was a upper respiratory infection, which I had never had. And long story short, I went ahead and I messaged you and I said, hey, is there any way that I can use the 3070 drops for my ears? Because my ears were really bothering me. And then you said, yeah, go ahead and do that. So I did that. You said, just do it one day, skip a day, and do it another day.
Yeah.
I only did it one day. The next day, my ears, no problem.
Really?
No problem. I was just like, wow. It was just, seriously, because I had done, I would initially, because I didn't know that I had an infection, because I've never had anything like that.
Right.
And so then initially I thought maybe it's just earwax buildup, TMI, I'm sorry. So I did a treatment, and so that kind of helped, but it wasn't, because obviously I had an infection. So then, like I said, after I spoke to the doctor and he said that what I had, so I reached out to you, and I'm just sharing that because, I mean, it was just amazing. I thought I was going to have to use it a second time, because you said do it one day, skip it. No, I was fine after that. I was fine. I did do a touch-up for like a week later, because that infection stays around for a long time.
Yeah.
Like, it was a good solid 3 weeks, probably almost 4 weeks. The time congested, the earache, the sore throat, it was horrible, just horrible. But anyhow, that's what I wanted to share, that if anybody is going through something like that, like I said, that's what you told me to do, and that's what I did, and the pain was gone in my ears. The pain was gone.
No, it's fabulous. And it also works really well for tinnitus. So if anybody's looking for a natural tinnitus relief, one drop of the 3070 in the ear every other day until it's gone, it's very, very effective.
Wow. Good to know.
Yes, totally good to know.
Leslie,
Yes.
this is Deb. Can I come up?
You are up.
Okay. I just heard her talking about the tinnitus. You know I deal with that as well.
Oh, you've got tonight. Yeah. So the 3070,
Yeah.
one drop in the ear canal every other day. And you don't want to do more than a drop. And you might even have pain in the ear, but that's usually inflammation coming out of the ear. So just deal with it, let it go 24 hours, and then wait 24 hours, and then do it again.
Well, things seem to get worse for me after surgery, because when I first developed tinnitus back in 2014, I had surgery on my right ear where they cut a muscle. And so some years later, the tinnitus got worse, as if it had moved from my ears into my brain.
Right.
So, I've always, what a paranoid nut I am. Whatever you want to call it, I'm scared as hell of everything now, especially doctors. But, using and I don't want to put a whole lot of emphasis on the moisturizing, hydrating drops, but I have to, because they have helped me tremendously.
Yes.
And even with just using those, seemed like it had given me some relief with the buzzing sounds that I have in my brain. So I know the ear, nose, and eyes and all that stuff work together.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to the 4-9 tube even helping to relieve whatever's going on in my head with this tinnitus. I know that it's too late. Well, I don't know. I had the surgery, and that's been some years ago, and things have gotten worse with it. But if I can't use the DMSO, as I told you, and just using the 4-9 tube, I'm still very hopeful that this is going to help with the pressure and the tinnitus as well. The tinnitus has gotten a little bit better. I have a few more better days than I do worse days. But what's going on with me is like some kind of double whammy. The eyes. And I did put a question out there, but I guess you didn't see it because I wanted you to speak again about the non-arteritic neuropathy versus the I think you talked about it before, but the one they said I had developed in my left eye was the one that my vision would not totally come back in, which it's like 200 over 400 in that eye.
That was the proliferative retinopathy?
Yes. It's the non-arteritic version versus the arteritic version of it. I put it in the question. I spelled it. And the one that they told me I had was the one that they said my vision would probably never come back.
Yeah, hang on. Let me look for it.
It's this ischemic optic neuropathy, and
Erica Watts says she's using the 3070 and her eyes have improved so much. That is so fantastic. Maria Rangel, I have really dry eyes. I think my veins burst and have red eyes. So, Maria, the 3070 and the moisturizing hydrating eye drop, you're going to use the Revitalize, the moisturizing hydrated eye drop. You're going to use that for 2 days, 3 times a day. Get your eyes moisturized and hydrated, and then you're going to use the 3070, and that is going to take care of the dry eye and also deal with any issues that you're having with blood flow in your eyes. Sheldon, TikTok's acting up, so I'm getting muted from time to time. Miami Sunshine Trucker, the eye drops really work great in the state of Florida because the air can be dry and hot. 100,000%. 100,000%. All right. All right, Sheldon, give me a few minutes and I'll figure out how to make you a moderator. I'm not real hip on this, so I need a minute. Advocate Barbie, hey, what's going on? So the drops on my eyelid. Oh, I can't bring you up. All right, so Deb, Maria Rangel, where can I order the drops? Do you have a phone number? So my phone number is right above my head, as is my website. So you can get to my website. It's bearcatbody.com, BearCatBody.com. Dana is home and ready to do a demo. That is fabulous, wonderful, fabulous. Dana, yeah, let's do a demo.
Okay.
my coat off and go wash my face. Give me 2 minutes.
No problem at all.
Give me 2 minutes.
Deb, can you put the condition we're talking about back in the chat so I can look it up? Maria Rangel, yes, you can call me. You can call me now, you can call me tomorrow, you can call me anytime. Anytime. Butterfly. Hi, Leslie and Dana. I did the 30-70 drops today. Yay. Ain't scared no more. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Yay. I'm proud. I'm very proud. Yes. Ain't scared no more. That's exactly what we're talking about. She did it. I am so thrilled.
Congratulations. You did it. Okay, here I'm getting ready to wash my face, do all that good stuff. I am here with my accessories on.
Miss Dana, she got her accessories on, looking good.
Yeah, got my accessories on. I'm waiting on my new 6 pair to come in.
6 more pairs.
Yeah, I'm just going crazy with them.
Well, now that they don't need to be prescription, you're not paying $400 a pair for them.
I get 6 pair for like $12.
There you go.
All right, hydrating drops. I put them on this morning, and then I did the 30-70, and then I put them on this afternoon around 2 o'clock. And now I'm getting ready to do it.
Dose number 3.
Ooh, that one stung a little bit.
Some days you have that. So when you're out in the...
It depends on what I've been doing today, too. Like you said, where have I been at? Where did I,
Yeah, when you're out in the environment, stuff gets in your eyes. It is part of the deal.
All right, that one's in. That one's cold. The hydrating moisturizer is like a cold compared to when I put the 30-70 in, and it's warm. Like you get a warm feeling just for about 3 to 5 seconds. So now, just waiting for my eyes to adjust. I can see, somebody asked me, is it cloudy? But when I say adjust, I'm just meaning that I can open them up and go. They're not blurry or anything like that. All right, here we go. 30-70. However many days in since January 29th. Drove home tonight in the dark. There's one lady that she might be on YouTube. I forgot that I told this morning about when I was playing pickleball. And I hope she came on. She was really interested because she said she had really dry eyes. Really dry eyes. Okay.
Yeah, I've got like 4 or 5 people on YouTube with us tonight.
Her name is, first name is Robin.
Okay.
All right, here I go. 30-70, you guys.
30-70.
Okay, so look. Watch it drop. That's all I put in, is that one little drop. Not a push like that. No. You'll be over-medicating yourself.
Yes.
So we just want to do, I just let it kind of drop on its own. Boom. That was it.
All right, here we go. There it is. One drop. I want Butterfly. Is it Butterfly?
Yes.
To tell us how she did. What happened? Is she coming up?
Well, she called me last night on the phone, so I'm hoping she'll call. She'll call me again tonight.
Okay. So it's in. I'm done until tomorrow. Tomorrow morning. Then I told you guys at the end of March, starting April 1st, I'll do a maintenance.
Yes.
And I'll be doing just 3 days a week, maybe. We'll see what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, but so now when I start tearing, I just take my tears and rub them back over my eyes. Just because I'm working with my eyelashes growing out, so I don't have to worry about ever putting any more eyelashes on.
100%.
And I was an eyelash girl, y'all. This is my last eyelashes, and they're brown. I will wear brown. They look so natural. So now the pop comes from my glasses. I wear
Your accessories.
all of those accessories. I come in here and I say, "Oh, what matches my outfit today?"
The accessory wall.
I had white on this morning when I went to go play pickleball. All right, that's my end of my demo.
Excellent, marvelous, excellent. Thank you so much. Yay, Dana. So I got to go back because I saw a.
He said that my dropper's different. Butterfly said.
Yeah, no, I've modified droppers or changed droppers here and there. Now we have a consistent style of dropper that we're using. So not everybody has the exact same dropper. So, but Butterfly said, I'm kind of embarrassed for being so scared.
One drop. EMSNCALI.
Yeah, EMS in Cali.
One drop.
One drop. But
one drop in each eye.
Did you hear what? Did you hear what? Hang on. Did you hear what I said?
Mm-hmm.
Butterfly said, I'm kind of embarrassed for being so scared.
I can't say I was embarrassed. I can just say I was scared. I don't know where the embarrassed part comes in, because, but yeah. Scaredy cat, they said like being a scaredy cat or whatever.
I was scared only for the 2 days of taking the moisturizer. After that, I said, to hell with it. This had to
So I want everybody to consider, if you're scared, and I understand. I totally accept that. I totally receive it. But I want you to understand, I started this journey with nobody in front of me. It's not like I read a book and said, oh, well, this could work. Like, I started this journey where no one was in front of me. And a year later, here I still am. So I understand the fear because I went through it. I absolutely went through it. I went through, what am I doing? Does this make any sense at all? And it probably took me 5 days maybe to just be brave enough to drop it in my eye as an eye drop, because I really thought, I don't know what the answer is. I have no idea. There's no evidence that what I'm going to do with this castor oil and DMSO isn't going to be harmful to my eye. And I already have bad eyesight, So
training people behind you now.
Yeah, no, it's lovely. It's absolutely lovely. But I want you to know, at the front, I was one of those people. I was scared to death because there was no way to know what this is. So that's part of, huh?
Leslie, today I was asked when I was telling the lady about the drops. She said, why did you try it? because she just couldn't fathom putting something in your eye because somebody told you on the internet to do it. And I said it was a combination of things. One was my belief. One was the path that I crossed, the questions that I asked, the research that I did, and talking with my spiritual guide and saying, I feel like this is right. And my prayer. And that's why I did it. And that's why I'm here today. No glasses, no contacts, and just getting better and better. And I shared y'all with the other thing where it's connecting to my brain or something because I'm remembering more things that are sticking with me, like names, and specifically names, like because I play pickleball and I'm playing against 3 other people I don't know. And we always come up to the net and we introduce ourselves. And then during the game, I'm able to call out their names. Joe, Larry, Vicky, Mary, whatever. And I used to couldn't do that.
Yeah.
So I don't know how far it's going deep into my eyes and into my cells of my whatever, but I really believe that some things are changing in my body because of this also.
And that's fabulous. And you bring up a good point, Dana. The reason I did it, the reason I went ahead and decided I was going to move forward with this is because I was talking to my mom and she said, well, where did you get the idea to do it? Where did that come from? And when I thought about it, it didn't come from anything I knew, like any information that I had access to. I woke up at 4:00 in the morning and I had a voice in my head that said, you got to add DMSO to the castor oil. It was just that straightforward. And I'm like, why would I get that message?
Because things are prepped in life for us is set up way before we even know.
Yeah.
So your knowledge of the DMSO from your father, your grandfather, and then the combination of you running into Barbara O'Neill, going across her, putting those two things together because you wanted it to happen quicker, to hearing God's word, speak it to you. Your knowledge, all that stuff was prepping you to today.
Exactly. And that's what gave me the courage to say, I'm going to do this anyway. Like I'm going to be scared, but I'm going to do it anyway.
Your higher power, I'd say, Leslie, that was your higher power speaking to you at 4:00 in the morning, because you look that up at 4:00 in the morning, sometimes your higher power will wake you up.
No, it's 1,000%. That's absolutely accurate. That's absolutely accurate. But that's what gave me.
You already had that experience in the past in childhood about DMSO.
Yeah. And when I think about it, I'm like, there's so many little touchstones that complete this circle. Like when I was in my 20s, I worked for Bausch & Lomb pharmaceutical division. And I worked on a product for a disease called acanthamoeba keratitis. That's an eye disease. Like, and you know, who knows? Like, where did all of that information, all that history?
You're the one. You're the one. Who is bringing it forth at this time. You're the one.
I think it's also the fact that you had your mom to take care of and couldn't afford for you to go blind, and your mom was still alive and stuff like that, and your kids and stuff like that. So.
Yeah, there's a lot of factors that played into it.
Usable vessel that God chose.
Yes.
And when God chooses you as a vessel to be a blessing to many, that's a testament of who you really are.
100%. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. 100%. And I'm just telling you, I don't want Butterfly. I don't want you to feel like your angst was something negative or something you should be embarrassed by. There's no embarrassment zone here. Everybody has to take the journey the way they see fit. And when you're ready, you'll do it. That's all. That's it. When you're ready, you'll do it. You know, it's like jumping off the high dive at a pool. You know, you see 100 people do it.
I'm just so blessed because when she
gotten those comments and said she had that stuff for 3 months.
Yes.
Your eyes went, my heart went. I was going, what?
Yes.
She's had a miracle worker with her all this time, and she was scared. She was, well, whatever she was waiting on, it happened when it was supposed to happen. And for her to do it is a blessing to somebody else. That's all I can say.
100%. And Butterfly is saying, that was God talking to you. That was God talking to me. And I'm talking to you. God's talking to you through me and through Dana and through Sheldon, and through Holly. We're all talking to you about the message that I got and how it's benefited us. And we're passing that on. And now you're going to use it, and it's your job to pass it on again. That's how we help each other, is we just keep talking about the thing that benefits us. Sharmika Turner says, how much DMSO to put in the castor oil? So if you're going to blend castor oil and DMSO, you first want to make sure that you're using a hexane-free castor oil, hexane-free, cold pressed if it's golden. That doesn't apply if it's a Jamaican black castor oil. You're going to do 30% DMSO, 70% castor oil. There is a spreadsheet on my website. If you go to the website and you look for the 30-70 blend, the 20-80, the 40-60, or the 50-50, there at the end of the description, there's a spreadsheet there that you can download that will help you make whatever blend you want to make. But I recommend that everybody start with the 30-70, and you don't ever want to blend anything over 40-60 that you're going to use in your eye with DMSO. A 50% blend with DMSO is too strong for the eye system. Okay. Deb said, for such a time as this, Leslie. Bonnie Jean 42 said, absolutely true. Thank you for the heart. Somebody just sent me a heart. Butterfly, I will. And I'm passing it on. Told my husband about you for a month. Excellent. Marvelous. I appreciate that. Okay. So Deb, that was something. Deb, you wanted to talk about non-arteritic AION. So NAION occurs without arterial inflammation and is more common. It often presents upon waking and is linked to conditions such as sleep apnea and nocturnal hypotension. So this is ischemic optic neuropathy, ION, involves reduced blood flow to the optic nerve, resulting in sudden, painless vision loss. There are two main types. Anterior ischemic optic neuropathy, AION, affects the front segment of the optic nerve. Risk factors include hypertension, diabetes, arteriosclerosis. AION can be further classified into arteritic AION associated with inflammation of arteries, notably in conditions like giant cell arteritis. Prompt treatment with corticosteroids is essential to prevent further vision loss. And then non-arteritic AION occurs without arterial inflammation and is more common. It often presents upon waking and is linked to conditions such as sleep apnea and nocturnal hypertension. There is also posterior ischemic optic neuropathy, and it affects the posterior part of the optic nerve and is rarer. It can occur after significant blood loss or surgeries and presents with sudden vision loss. There is also ocular ischemic syndrome, OIS. OIS results from reduced blood flow to the eye, typically due to severe carotid artery stenosis. Symptoms include vision loss, eye pain, and redness. OIS is often associated with systemic cardiovascular diseases and requires prompt medical attention to manage both ocular and systemic conditions. And then there's retinal artery occlusion. RAO is characterized by the blockage of the retinal artery, leading to sudden painless vision loss. It's often termed an eye stroke and is associated with cardiovascular risk factors. Immediate evaluation is crucial to address potential underlying systemic conditions and to attempt vision restoration. So, Deb, is that what you wanted me to talk about? Was the non-arteritic AION? Bonnie Jean 42 says, I told my sister and she started the 3070 a week ago. That is fabulous. Fabulous. Patricia says, it's the best natural eye drops I've ever used. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Butterfly, thank you for the 19 roses. Sheldon, thank you for the 2 roses. Hang on. Okay. Woo! Okay, I'm good. All right, it's 10:29. We are only at 12,400 or 12,600 likes. So it's time to get the fingers going because we're going to be done at 11 o'clock. It's almost 10:30. We've got 35, 34, 37, 34 people in the room. Tap, 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 tap. Let's get it going on. Let's get it going on. Let's get it going on. Let's see if we can get to 20,000 before the end of the live. Please, please, thank you. This has been a good live. So, Holly, before it gets too late, I would like you to go back through your doctor's appointment today because that was a stellar testimony. Is Holly Lee still up with us?
I have a new person that just came up in. Let me know.
Hey, Patricia's up.
Want me
to... Go ahead. Yeah, because this is the best story of the day.
I had a doctor's appointment today with my optometrist. I went to him February 13th. He lowered my prescription in my glasses. But when I got my glasses, a couple weeks after that, they were still bothering me because I've always had abscesses in my eyes. And all my prescriptions have abscesses in my left eye and my right eye. So I had an appointment today, March 11th. He checked my eyes and he was wondering if the abscesses were bothering my eyes because I told him it just gave me a headache and it felt like it was pulling, and the new glasses, I wasn't comfortable with them. So he was putting these mechanical glasses on my face and he was inserting different access levels on the left and right side. And on my right side of my eye, he didn't put an access.
So Holly, real quick, the access is the adjustment for astigmatism.
Yeah.
So I just want everybody else to know that because not everybody knows what that technical term is, but that's what that is. The access is the adjustment that's made in your glasses when they're doing the prescription for astigmatism. If you have astigmatism in your eye, go ahead.
So I've always had stigmatisms in both eyes. So he said, okay. He was done adjusting the glasses, the mechanical glasses he put on me. He says, how's it looking in your right eye? So I'm looking at the 3 lines ahead of me, and I read them. I said, I can see really clearly. And then he looks at me, he goes, well, I didn't put an axis in there. He goes, look, there's nothing in there. He goes, okay, let's check your left eye. He says there's a little bit of a stigmatism and you have an axis problem on your left eye, but he says it's slight, so we can keep both your eyes at 0, 0. That means he's not going to put no axis for my stigmatisms because apparently the inflammation has lowered since February 13th and since January 11th, since I've been trying the Revitalize moisturizing hydrating drops and also the 30/70 every day. So he made me another new prescription today with no stigmatisms, because the one in my left eye now is really slight, and the one in my right eye, he says, you're seeing perfect without me adjusting it with an axis. So all my other glasses, which are 100 of them and 100 prescriptions and a big folder, they all say stigmatisms in my left and right eye. Now I don't have it. I just have a little bit. He noticed, and he could tell because I said, oh, it wasn't as clear as my right, but being that it's slight and I got away with it at a 20 in some of my glasses, he says, we're just going to make them both 0 and 0. And I think you're going to be fine with that. So he also adjusted the lens. He says, if you want to see better, he says, and actually a C39 plastic lens is better than seeing out of polycarbonate. He says, I know the polycarbonate people like because it shatters less, or it doesn't shatter as quickly. But he says it's more for clarification to use a C39. So they readjusted my glasses, and I'm down a whole big prescription from 250 down to 150 to see, and from a 250 bifocal down to a add-on 1.75. So he made quite a few adjustments, and I don't have stigmatisms, or he's working with me with my left eye because he says it's slight and he doesn't feel it's necessary to have make an adjustment for an axis there. So yeah, so that's what happened.
That's fabulous.
That's a big deal for me. That's a big deal, and I'm like, wow.
That is
brought me this far.
Yeah, it's a huge big deal. And astigmatism is something that optometrists will tell you there's nothing you can do anything about. You just have to adjust for it.
I don't have 20/20 vision, but I have a heck of a lot better than I've ever had, including the blepharitis, the itching, the constant tearing. It would tear a lot, and just itching and feeling grimy and just yucky. And the blepharitis, I have to say, is gone. I think a lot of the blockages in my oil glands are gone. I have a lot less tearing. The floaters were the first thing to go. Yeah. Once in a while I might get a floater, but I think that's just more stuff breaking up. But the clarification that I have now, like I said, the floaters were the first thing to go, is a big difference to me. And I've noticed my eyes are more relaxed. And I just can't wait to get my glasses. And by that time, they might even go down. I don't know. As long as I'm using, drive the eye doctor crazy, but as long as I'm using the Revitalize, morning, noon, and night, and maybe even more than that, and then the 30/70 twice a day, or in the middle of the day if I want to, it's got me this far so far. So just is what happened so far. I'm happy. I'm taking it. Much gratitude. I feel just so happy in my heart that I've come across this Leslie's page here, because I was thinking about, I'm going blind. I'm going to go blind. I'd be one of those people. I got to hire hire somebody to, walk me around. And I come across her TikTok with this, big eye here, and I'm like, what the heck is this? I have to see what's going on here because that's all I'm thinking about is my glasses. I need new glasses. I need new help. So yeah, I have much gratitude. I'm very thankful. Thank you, Leslie, for listening to your higher power and all your experience from day one. So.
I appreciate you. Thank you so much for sharing your experience and what's happening with your eyes.
You guys, practice makes perfect, or it makes better. Let's just say that.
100%.
Better, so stay dedicated.
Without a doubt. Edith Lewis asks, Edith Lewis 2380, do you have to change your eating habits? Absolutely not. No, this is not something that is diet related. Changing your eating habits is a good thing to do regardless, but you don't actually have to change your eating habits to get the benefit of the castor oil and DMSO.
Leslie, we have Patricia in the panel.
Hey, Patricia. Patricia is my affiliate in Canada. So if you're buying in Canada, Patricia is who's doing all the fulfillment for me in Canada. You there, sweetheart? Unmute yourself. You muted.
Oh.
Hey.
Good night, everyone.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I'm hearing a lot of great stories.
These are fantastic, aren't they?
Yes.
Yes. Everybody's just having wonderful eyes, and I'm so excited for everybody.
Yeah, mine is getting better also.
Yes, Patricia.
My husband was saying the other day that it was just like last year March that he did the surgery.
Yeah.
He had what's it called again? Retinal detachment.
Yeah, retinal detachment.
Yeah. Yeah, and he did the eye surgery, and he was home for like maybe 5 months. Couldn't go to work, but it was in his left eye. And honestly, I was there one day searching my TikTok. I was following you like for months before I actually started buying, because I was, as some of the ladies was saying, they were scared and all those stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean,
so delicate, and you don't want stuff to be putting in it and it doesn't work and stuff like that.
Yeah, no, let's face it, just arbitrarily buying.
I got the courage, and I tried it, and I told my husband about it, and then I said, you should try this too, because you have something can help your eye as well. And that was it for me, because I wanted to help him also. I was kind of thinking mainly about him than me, because I'm really farsighted, and I try not to depend on my glasses, because I only use it like when I'm driving, and mostly in the nights. Now I'm not wearing it any at all, whether night or day. So and my husband, his eyesight is getting there, so he had like blurry vision, and it's all cleared out now. He was talking about it the other day. So we've come a long way, and trust me, we're really grateful for your products, and I'm really sharing it with my family.
Well, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so happy that you and your husband are getting, better eyesight and better eye health, because, when you have a retinal detachment, that's an eye health issue that affects your eyesight. But if you can't get your eye healthy again, your eyesight will never be good again.
Definitely.
Thank you.
I can't wait to get my toothpaste though, because I can't wait to try that one.
I know. I got it. My son's getting it all together, and I got to give him his props, and I got to give him time to get, situated to being used to actually processing these orders every single day. He's doing a really good job, but it is a completely different thing than what he's used to doing, in his day. So, he's already said to me, like, I don't know how you did all this.
But I guess it will take him a little time, but he'll get there.
Yeah, a couple more days. I might fly up next week and go spend a week with him and make a bunch of product and just help him out a little bit.
Okay.
Just a little bit.
All right.
But thank you, Patricia. I appreciate you. I'm so glad that you're there in Canada. I hope the relationship between the U.S. and Canada, with all these tariffs and nonsense that we got going on, doesn't affect my ability to send you products. I really hope
not.
I hope not. Okay, I got a question. Maria Rangel says, same here. I've been sitting on the fence ready to give it a try. I'm excited. Maria, come on. Let's get you better eyesight. 100%. 100%. Erica Watts says, tell him thanks. And we're laughing and we're all good. And that's the end of the comments. Excellent. Okay. We've had a great conversation tonight. It's been fun. It has been very fun. I really have enjoyed listening to everybody talk about where they are and what's going on. I know that we're going to have more positive outcomes in the coming weeks. I've had some great conversations with people that have, some that have very general eye issues and some that have some very severe eye issues. And I'm really excited to, provide assistance and obviously the products and keep everybody moving in a forward direction. And I really appreciate Holly and Deb and Dana and Sheldon for, being willing to talk to everybody about what you're doing and your experience and how you're using the products and how that process is for you, because I think it's very, very helpful for people that are new to my page and new to my lives, to hear from other individuals that are not just me, that are having a very positive experience with DMSO and castor oil. And for all those people out there that are DIYing it, I want them to know you have the opportunity to have a positive experience too. So, and I hope we all just keep moving in a forward direction. So Deb is like, okay, so still waiting to hear if my left eye is expected to get better with the ion with 4 and I too. So yeah, no, you should expect it to get better because castor oil is anti-inflammatory and it's going to go a long way. So is the honey, the Malio Panini honey, the stingless bee honey. That is going to also go a long way to any inflammation or edema in the eye. And I think you're going to see some positive results. To what degree, I don't know. But I think you are going to see some positive results. And Holly 815 says, and we're in different states. Yes, you are. You're in different states. And I have people, time zones are iffy sometimes, but I've got people literally all over the world that are reporting back to me very positive results that they're getting using 4 and I, as well as the 3070 and the Revitalize. And Sheldon's in the Bahamas, so he's in a whole different country, and giving us his positive take on what's going on with him and his eyesight, which is fabulous. It's fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Bonnie Jean 42, Leslie, I can't say it enough. You are amazing. Well, thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm doing what I can. And that's it. I'm just doing what I can. And if this helps any and everybody, I'm so happy because literally I'm sitting on my couch talking to you guys about what I know about DMSO and castor oil and eye issues and eye diseases and what I've discovered over the past year and how it's beneficial. And I couldn't ask for a more comfortable seat at the table, to say the least. And I appreciate you all for showing up and um, spending your time. And your time is really the most important thing. So spending your time with me every night, because I'm showing up every night, you're showing up every night. It's a fabulous thing. Oh, I didn't even know how many likes we're at. We're at 22,000 likes. How fantastic is that? Yay, you guys. Y'all got me there. Yay. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. I hope that pushes the live out to in the FYP land a little further. I'm actually going to start, I don't know if it's a good idea because TikTok might be going away, but I'm going to actually start promoting my live to try and get just more reach going on. I don't even know how that works, but that's one of the things that I'm working on this week, is to see how I can promote the live on TikTok and just get more, um, get more reach, just have more people know about it. I really want to have people have access to information, especially when it comes to their eyes, because there's just not a lot of great information in the world that's accessible and financially reasonable. You know, that the thing that I found going through my journey with my eyesight, when it was at its worst, I really felt like I was at the mercy of doctors and the medical system. And the only things they could give me were things that were crazy expensive. And they couldn't tell me if they would work or not. I don't, is this going to work? I don't know. You can have surgery, but you may not be able to see afterwards. That's why we do one eye at a time, so that if things go wrong with the first eye, we know better when we do the second eye. Like, why would you ever think I would do the second eye if you screw up the first eye? I'm good. Like, I'm done after that. But that's what they had available. That's what they have available, is just seriously expensive things that may or may not offer you any benefit. And I'm thrilled to tears that, God put me in the position to be able to offer something that's beneficial and natural and life changing. Life changing. Because I was at a point where I really thought I was going to go blind, and now I'm here. And all of you are here with me. And it's fabulous. So we got 9 minutes before 11 o'clock. Does anybody have any other questions? Is there anything anybody else wants to know? I'm also live on YouTube. So if there's anybody on YouTube that has any questions, feel free, let me know. On TikTok, if you have any questions, let me know. Now's your time. It always seems like, and Dana can attest to this, it always seems like the last 4 minutes is when I get all the questions, like there's a rush. And
yep, I didn't even come in and do a station identification message because I saw you were at 20. I saw we had 33 people in the room, and I seen that we had over 15 or 16 shares. So I was like, there's no sense in getting here and saying anything because she's getting ready to leave at 11 o'clock. And we'll be on like yesterday at 11:15 or whatever it was, trying to answer questions.
Exactly.
You don't want to say, come back tomorrow, or you want to help everybody that you can in the moment. So I understand that. And
yeah,
it's just awesome.
I really do. I want to offer as much help as I can, but I'd like you all to do it before 11 o'clock if you can. If you can, ask the question before 11 o'clock so that when we shut it down, we can all go to our individual corners and rest well. And I have so much to do. I've got these 2 huge boxes because I have all these other boxes that I'm sending to my son for him to deal with product and stuff like that. I thought I got him everything, and then I came back and said, "Oh, well, there's more." So I got to get him all this stuff situated, and you know, I'm probably going to go back up there. I'm going to fly this time, though. I'm not going to drive, but I'm probably going to go back next week for like 3 days and be with him and make like 500 or 500 to 1,000 jars of product, so that he's not in the process of having to make the product and fill all the orders. So I'm going to try and make a ton of product, and so it's there and it'll be a little easier on him.
You remember what I already spoke into existence for next year, right?
Yes.
I'm going to be there backpacking a box. We're going to do it live on a video. So just remember, y'all, I already spoke this into existence.
100%. I will have a manufacturing plant with a warehouse full of stuff and product pullers and yeah, the whole 9 yards. It'll be fabulous. It'll be fabulous.
Yeah, we're gonna have to bookmark this video right here because we're gonna use this next year.
100%. All right. Commissioner Paula says, what you're offering is so wonderful and gives us so much hope. Thank you, Leslie. You're so welcome. And I almost feel bad. Like, don't thank me because I did for myself what I needed, and I'm just putting it forward because I recognize there's a ton of people that need it. We all need it. We all need a way to age gracefully. Monica Sharman, my eye floaters not going 3 months. So Monica, are you using I can't pull you up. Can you tell me what you're using? So you've gone 3 months and your eye floaters are still there? I really wish there was a faster way to communicate on. Okay. Yes. So what blend are you using? Are you using the 3070? Okay, 3 months and no improvement. And are you using it twice a day, morning and evening? And the last question is, do you have the moisturizing, hydrating eye drop? Can you give me a call tomorrow so we can talk about it? Monica, my phone number is right above my head. Give me a call tomorrow and let's have a conversation about it. Is that cool? I am on WhatsApp, and the phone number you see above my head is the number on WhatsApp. All right, thank you, Monica. I will give you a call, or you give me a call, one of the two. We'll talk tomorrow. Tall Beauty 16. I heard a lady speak on ringing in her ears. Are these drops okay for your ears? Yes. Yes. So if you're going to use them in your ears, again, you want 1 drop. So if you saw Dana's demo, you want 1 drop in the ear every other day. Don't do it every day, every other day.
Every other day until the ringing stops, correct?
100%. Joanne, just curious, do you wear glasses now? I do not wear glasses at all.
Neither.
Not for seeing. Dana wears them for accessories, but not for eyesight. I don't wear glasses at all for accessories or eyesight. Joanne, wow. Yeah. No, yeah, it's been a whole different life. It's been a whole different life, to say the least. I remember once, I don't remember how old I was. I think it was like 35 years old, and I was really tired. I was running a technology company, and I had been coding for like 40 hours, and I was really tired. And I'm in the shower, and I have my glasses on my face. I didn't know I had my glasses on my face, and the shower's going, and my glasses are fogging up, and I think I'm having a stroke because suddenly I can't see. And I touched my face and I'm like, oh, my glasses are fogging up. That's what's going on. I am so happy to not have to get up and put glasses on in order to live my life. Joanne says, I think I'm trying. Okay, excellent. Excellent. Come on, come on, come on. Because there are answers to whatever is going on in our eyes. There are answers.
Okay, so we'll be back tomorrow at 8:30?
Yes, we'll be back tomorrow at 8:30. Thank you guys so much. I'm sorry?
Eastern Standard Time?
Eastern Daylight Time.
Oh.
It switched over on Sunday. So now we're in Daylight Savings Time, which is insane, but it is what it is. All right, everybody, have a fantastic night. Dana, Sheldon, Holly, thanks so much for hanging out and giving your testimonials and talking to everybody. I'll see you guys all tomorrow. Enjoy your evening and enjoy your better eyesight. Take care.
Love you.
Love you too.
My eyes are flashes on my eyeball.
All right, we'll deal tomorrow. So Rose Forrester 987. Rose Forrester 987. You can call me or come back tomorrow on the live, okay? Call me or come back tomorrow on the live. Everybody have a great evening. Okay. All right, YouTube, I am signing off. You guys have a fantastic evening. I want to see, do I have a question to answer here? Okay, no. All right. Bye.